What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Excited to share this one with you. A couple months back, I decided it was time to redesign the roof deck at the firehouse. So, we've been in the space now a little over 4 years. The furniture that we initially placed on that roof deck, while it looked pretty, it just did not stand up to the elements. So much so that we found that we were really not using the space at all. And now that Lenny's walking and wanting to be all over the place, we find that she's curious about that space and she's going out there a lot. We've got some toys out there for her, and we just wanted to be comfortable and be able to use that space more. So I said, let's reimagine this thing. Let's get some products out there that I know and love. So I worked with my friends at DCS Outdoor Appliances. We did a new 36-inch grill. Worked with my friends at Bonfire, which is the outdoor kitchen cabinets, to do full-length toe kicks. They look absolutely incredible. I can't wait for you to see that process. And then last but certainly not least, we work with my friends at POLYWOOD to do all the furniture. As you know, I'm a huge fan of them. We used their furniture all throughout the Stonehouse project, and the idea that they are 100% recycled, made in the US, and they just stand up to the elements. They look great, and they function for years and years and years. I think I've said this a million times before. My oldest set of POLYWOOD furniture is well over a decade old, and it looks brand new. So the idea that we could reimagine this space with high quality products so that we get years of enjoyment out of it seemed to make a lot of sense. So let's jump into it. Here we go. Say, we got so excited the new grill's here, we forgot to start recording. Uh-oh. The new grill's here, unboxed it, started taking stuff apart up here, not really intending to do the whole thing. And then I realized I gotta turn the camera on. So, finally getting rid of this piece of junk. Super disappointing. I've had this thing for like 4 years. Knob is falling off. This gas got stuck on, had no idea for days. That happened like 2 or 3 years ago. Just overall super disappointed with this grill. Matter of fact, we were having a barbecue last night, of course, the day before the DCS grill gets here. And this hinge fell right off. The cover just busted for no apparent reason. Take care of it, keep it covered. Just garbage. So the DCS 36 inches here because I have loved the DCS 48 inch that's up at the Stonehouse for the last couple of years. It's been absolutely awesome. So we're getting rid of this piece of crap and the new one's going in. All right, so little update here. I was halfway through cutting the countertop. I've got this side cut, I've got the back cut. This side I did not get to yet. I ran out of masonry blades. So I was upstate this weekend, grabbed my diamond blade, we're ready to go. In the meantime, my Bonfire delivery got here. So one of the many reasons why I love these guys, they have a lot of modular pieces to the kitchen. So you can switch out cabinets, you can switch out the interiors of cabinets, and when it's time to get a new grill, and these trim pieces don't fit anymore, you take the screws out. I still went with a 36-inch grill. The Coyote has a different setup than the DCS. So out with the old, in with the new. We simply take out the 3 screws on each of these things, and now we've got the new trim pieces. So what I'm gonna do is slide these into place, not screw them in, verify all my measurements, cut this last side. Once all the cutting, the dust, the blades are all done, put the new powder coated metal pieces in permanently, screw the bottom in, screw the other side in, then we can go ahead, sleeve in the grill. Let's get to it. All right, last step. So everything's hooked up, gas is hooked up, so now we're just putting in the grates. So grate goes down, it sits up on this bar here in the back, and it's got a slight pitch forward, and that gives us the ability to drain the grease into this front channel and then down right into the grease trap. So this is for meat, and if you're cooking fish, this is completely reversible, and you can do it on on the smoother side. Since I don't eat a lot of fish, I'll go ahead and leave it on the meat side. The other thing I really love about this grill, as we're finishing up here, is it's got an integrated smoker box. So not only does it have a smoker box that you can fill full of whatever flavor smoke you want, it's got its own burner. So this burner is only for the smoker. So that takes kind of low and slow on a gas grill to a new definition, really, because you're not putting the burners on that are directly underneath all the ceramic that conducts a lot of heat. So you're gonna be able to truly smoke things on this grill, which I'm excited to try. I mean, I obviously love smoking on the Asado, but you know, it does have its limitations. It is a small cooking surface. So here you can do indirect. You've got the smoker box, and you've got a lot of surface area, so you can smoke a whole bunch of stuff. Upper rack is in. Obviously, this comes out if you're using the rotisserie. Rotisserie mount is pre-installed. It's got a heavy-duty motor. Super pumped to have this installed and ready to rock and roll. Next step, get all the old furniture off the deck. It is cleaned out. It's completely empty. So, last thing I want to do before I power wash is the new full-length Urban Bonfire toe kicks. So if you look down here, you can see that each cabinet has its own toe kick. And while it looks very nice, and while these are self-leveling and they adjust for you, the idea of a full-length toe kick, to me, given how nice this outdoor kitchen is really appealing. Solid toe kick completely makes all these seams disappear, feels very integrated. Toe kicks have arrived. They're in the garage. I'm going to take some measurements here and then go down there, take some measurements. There's some additional cutting and various steps to the install. We'll get into that shortly. Okay, so what we're looking at here are full piece toe kicks. So they're pre-drilled up at the top. So this return here is what's going to screw to the underside of the cabinet. And then this is the actual toe kick. So the difference between these and the ones that are currently on the cabinets, the obvious thing is it's full length. The thing that may not be obvious is because it doesn't auto adjust to the height, they send them at 7 inches deep. So I've got to cut what I don't need so that this fits perfectly. Nice thing about aluminum, don't need any specialty tools. If you do have an uneven surface and you're gonna want to like really scribe to that, you're gonna want to use something like a nibbler. If you're not sure what that is, just Google it. Milwaukee's got a really great one that you can use. But in both reading the directions and talking to Stefan from Urban Bonfire, skill saw will cut the aluminum just fine. So I've got 2 scrap pieces of cardboard on the ground. I'm going to set the blade very low, and because I'm doing a straight angled cut from end to end, I don't need to use that nibbler. So before we go and get these installed, the one thing I do want to note, these kitchen cabinets have been sitting out here in all manner of weather for 4 years. They are never covered. These toe kicks are brand new. They have not been in the sun at all. The color completely matches. So again, marine grade powder coated aluminum. This stuff is absolutely bulletproof. Definitely going to do the same thing with the black that we've got at the kitchen in the Stonehouse to see what those full length toe kicks look like. But I fully expect to have the same results. Absolutely zero color variation, which is really, really encouraging. Okay, so we've got all the full length toe kicks on. Not difficult, just a little bit of a pain. Got to take your time, need some patience. It's a little awkward getting up and underneath. Absolutely need a right angle bit. They do tell you that in the Urban Bonfire instructions. So you can see here, it just looks absolutely awesome having that clean toe kick no seams whatsoever. Absolutely beautiful look. Really happy I did this. The only thing I wish I had, and they do recommend, Urban Bonfire does recommend it in their instructions, is a track saw. The bottom edge, I did it with a skill saw, marking a straight line. I'm good, but when you're talking about a finished cut like this, you really should have a track saw. It's not gonna bother me. I got it close enough, but I could see how much nicer it would look and how much cleaner of an install it would be if you use the track saw. So highly recommend following the recommended tool use there, or just letting your contractor know. But super happy with the way this came out. All right, now it's time for some power washing. So let's get into some POLYWOOD selections. So first off, you can see it is nighttime. We had some trucking issues. They had a breakdown, and it just turned out to be a hell of a day. They couldn't deliver when they said they would, but they did deliver, and I super appreciate them arriving. They didn't get there till 8 p.m., so this went well into the wee hours getting all this set up, which means I was not keeping the cameras rolling. I just had to get this done for the POLYWOOD shoot that was happening the next day. So let's talk through my selections now, and I'll give you some of the context as to why I chose what I chose. So from an aesthetic standpoint, we went with all white POLYWOOD lumber on the modular sofa. You obviously see the gray cushions going in. That was the gray mist. So idea being, we wanted a very clean, modern aesthetic, and we're going to bring color in through throws, pillows, and different seasonal items. Two reasons for that. Number one, Urban Bonfire Kitchen is their Chantilly, which is the white color that they offer. Loved the idea of playing off of that and keeping everything super clean. Number two, deck and fence is Ipe. Very, very warm, rich, beautiful tones, and a lot of texture, a lot of striations through the woods. So the warmth and the texture of the wood playing off the juxtaposition of all the cool white throughout from a furniture and kitchen standpoint felt really good to me. So that's the why behind my aesthetic selections. So the actual selections we made, that modular sofa, that's the Edge modular deep seating set. I went with a custom set, meaning I just chose a custom number of pieces and figured out my dimensionality by myself. POLYWOOD offers a ton of pre-configured options on the website. Link in the description to, I think I put their 6-piece on there, just so you can get an idea of pricing and start somewhere. They do have a configurator on the website that makes it really easy to put together, a specific setup if you have dimensions that you're really trying to fine tune to, like I was. And then we've got the two fire pit tables. Those are the square 42-inch fire pit tables. I've got a separate video also linked either in the description or up here somewhere that'll show you how to put those together. They're a little bit more involved, nothing complicated, but thought it was worth putting some how-to together on that one. So those are going to sit right in front of the Edge sofa. Then for the dining set, so that is the Parsons dining table and the Modern Studio Urban chair. They do offer it as a set on the website, so that is also linked below. We specifically shrunk the dining table from our last 8-top to a 6-top because we found we didn't need that much space on the table, and by shrinking the table, what we were able to do was add these two console tables that POLYWOOD offers, which are the 68-inch console table with storage. So the nice thing there is they're on hydraulic hinges, so really easy up, really easy down, and you can store all your cushions in there, or the cover to your grill or asado when you're using those, and the cushions are out on the furniture. So the idea that it can serve double duty as one, cushion storage, and two, then a buffet setup for all your food when you're serving outside, we didn't feel like we needed the larger dining table. And then the last thing we did is the pet feeder. Rossi really loves it. You know, I wasn't sure if he'd eat out of it. He's used to having his bowls on the floor, but having him elevated just that little bit, he really likes it. So it worked out well. He liked it so much, I'm ordering one for up here at the Stonehouse. So that covers all the POLYWOOD selections. And again, awesome video with the POLYWOOD team. Had a great couple of days with them, over at the Firehouse, shooting their modern collection in an urban environment. And I will put a link to that video in the description and hope you check it out. Thanks for hanging, guys. See you on the next one.